What's up, guys? It's Captain Gamesta. Today we have a game, an anime game from Spin Masters. We got Bakugan, and I'm super excited to be unboxing this right here. This is our newest Bakugan Battle Matrix, coming from the newest geogran Ryzen. If you haven't already, watch some episodes of the anime, check out the toys and the cards, because it's both a toy collectible game and a card game. So, I'm excited for this. Let's take a look at the packaging. Wow. All right. Nice, yes. Super cool. All right. Well, this one actually also comes with a special Sharktar. I don't think he's the most powerful, unfortunately, but it's still a great toy to have. And essentially, you can only get this particular version from Aurelius, which is why he's gold. That's the faction he's from. Because basically, if you're new to Bakugan, they have a Bakugan type. So let's say you have Sharktar, you have Dragonoid, Stardox. Well, essentially, there are 6 factions, and they can have one of each type in that faction. So you can have like Aurelius Dragonoid, Aquos Dragonoid. You could have Aquos Sharktar, and you can tell by the colors, right? So there's 6 of them, and again, it's easily designated and identified by the different colors. Except for that one. That one's a diamond. So even though it's blue, that is Aquos, but it's a special rare. All right, well, let's get this open. Man, this kid means business. He's ready to brawl, yo. So it looks like you're gonna get some cards here, some cores. And then when people play the TCG game, meaning you have the deck of cards to play along with your 3 Bakugan, they generally use a playmat, the ones that you see for other collectible card games, a la Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, and so forth. The only problem with that, though, it has a nice material, but it doesn't really feel like you're in a battle arena, obviously. But number 2, it doesn't have any barriers. It's the final piece of the puzzle. Once you have this, it's going to be a lot easier to have a standardized play center, a play mat, and not have to worry about like Bakugans necessarily like sliding off and missing. And if you're at a tournament, again, like hundreds of people like catching stuff, Bakugans falling on the ground, and you don't want to be rude and just be like, you're just going to be like, I roll, and then if his passes me and falls on the ground, well, too bad. I'll focus on that later, because A, I don't want to like rush and hit somebody, hurt myself, but I obviously want to make sure that I get my roll through and then find out what happens, and then I can say, oh, I'll go ahead and grab your Bakugan. But yeah, like I said, without this at events, I can just imagine sometimes like, the chances, it's not going to be like happening all the time, but there's greater chances of Bakugans rolling off the table, falling down, breaking. Again, people may be colliding with each other to try to like, politely help catch someone's Bakugan before it falls off the table. Or, you don't want it to cross over, depending on how close you are to somebody, right? You might like roll, maybe it bumps and rolls onto their game and ruins it, right? It's like this one can prevent that as well. So a lot less chance of it rolling off in between these little areas, or at least you'll definitely just have a limited area for you to cover, as long as the guy isn't like power flinging his Bakugan, which you're not necessarily supposed to do anyways, right? Also, this still does have a nice textured feel to it. It looks like it'll have a nice smooth, yet you gotta kind of take into consideration the indents, so no problems here. And then when you place the cores, you'll always have the same standard, so that way to align it all up. Super clean to have these 3 launch positions here. The standard, instead of having a playing mat, just to have this standard clean 4-panel set. Again, super easy to put together. It's light, it's very thin, so not a problem to just like slide it in a backpack when you play with your friends, go to a tournament or whatever, and then it's like boom, you just have 4 snaps, you're ready to go. So again, I'm really excited to be playing with this. It looks nice. You have the Bakugan logo right here. Looks like you have the different factions here on this one, and of course on the other side. And it's very easy as well too to have this down, and then you can just put your deck on one side, discard pile, energy. That's basically how I would do it. And then you can also just put your heroes right there or whatever next to your Bakugan cards. So yeah, I'm totally for this. I don't feel like I would want to ever play this game without it, because again, if you're playing the toy game by itself, then again, this is all you'll need. And having the barriers here, it's like, why not? Plus, depending on how you have fun with this, technically, like the other ones that have bigger walls, they can allow for like trick shots and stuff like that. Now, to me, I'm not really quite sure if that's going to become a thing. As far as I notice, when you play either the toy game with the gate cards or the TCG, you're just going to really want to roll straight, right? With the gate cards, though, there could be opportunities to maybe like roll and try to come back around for sure. So I still think it's some, it's something to consider for sure.
All right, time for some roll in action, guys. And I just want to say that, you can roll from different positions, as you can see here. You just got to maintain a regulation. They say 2 card lengths, but depending on the size, right? I mean, if people put straight lines of the cores across, it might become too long. So there has to be a little bit of an adjustment there. Otherwise, again, I really enjoy playing on this. And by the way, Sharktar is 800, 2 orange shields, a plus 300, and a minus 300. And guess what? He can also get dual core.
Yeah, I truly hope that Bakugan keeps going. I think it's a great concept, super fun, and yeah, get yourself one of these basically, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. Captain Games and the Super Fun Folks will be coming back at you. I'll definitely be showing my Bakugan collections and my decks and stuff like that, playing it whenever I can. All right, thanks for hanging out, guys. Peace.